team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Reynolds. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Using his legs, it's Martin. There he goes! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, the power run here. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Line gets set, first down. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. And he makes the grab at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Powers through the defender. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Gain of 37 on the play. And first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Penn State 7, Oregon 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The short hands, it's Lockett. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Moore will throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in down the middle. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big eye.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Certainly not the greatest of kicks there, and they'll down it inside their own 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Moore to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Ducks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind and forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the risk.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Discards him with the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Thompson. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Lockett. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's got an open man.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Power football with the run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying.
He'll take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Scrambling away. Going right and going deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Thompson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lockett. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Well, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
It's complete. Touchdown, Oregon. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Pressure coming. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're going to ride this running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now.